chapter 43, subject matter, killing of Kuvalapira elephant. Now, both Krishna and Balaram, and the next morning after getting their bath and finishing all other morning duties, they could hear the beating of the drums and kettles in the wrestling camp, and therefore immediately they prepared themselves to proceed to the spot to see the fun. When Krishna and Balaram reached to the gate of the wrestling camp, they saw that on the door there was a big elephant of the name Kuvalapira, and completely taken care by its caretaker. The caretaker was purposely blocking the door by keeping the elephant in front of entrance. Krishna could understand the purpose of the caretaker, therefore he also prepared himself by tightening his dress in order to combat with the elephant, and began to address the caretaker in a very grave voice, as resounding as the cloud. "You misbehaving caretaker of the elephant, immediately give me way to pass through the gate. If you put obstruction, then I shall send you to the house of death personified along with your elephant." The caretaker, on the head of the elephant, being thus insulted by Krishna, became very much angry, and in order to challenge Krishna, as it was previously planned, he agitated the elephant for attacking Krishna, and the elephant appeared before Krishna as if it was the death personified, inevitable. The elephant immediately rushed towards Krishna and tried to catch him by his trunk, but Krishna very dexterously immediately moved towards the end of the legs of the elephant. The elephant, being able only to see up to the end of its nose, it could not see Krishna hiding behind his legs, but still it tried to capture Krishna with his trunk, and Krishna also very quickly escaped its capturing and went back to the elephant and immediately captured its tail. Thus capturing the elephant by its tail, Krishna began to pull it forward with very great strength, and the elephant was pulled down at least for 25 years, and the whole incident appeared as if Garuda drags an insignificant snake. Now Krishna pulled down the elephant this side and that side, right and left, exactly like he used to do by pulling on the cuffs by capturing the tail in his childhood. After this, Krishna immediately came in front of the elephant and gave him a strong slap, and just slipping from its front, he went back to the elephant, and falling down on the ground, in pastimes, entangled the two legs, and the elephant immediately fell down on the ground. Krishna immediately got up, but the elephant understood that the Krishna was lying down there, and he tried to push its ivory tusk through the body of Krishna, and that very forcefully he struck on the ground. The elephant, already being too much harassed by Krishna, was very, very angry, but at the same time the caretaker on his head was continuing to agitate the elephant to attack Krishna vehemently. The elephant thus began to rush towards Krishna very forcibly. As soon as the elephant came in front of Krishna, he caught hold of the trunk, immediately pulled down it on the ground. As soon as the elephant and his caretaker fell down, immediately he stood on the tusk of the elephant and broke it and killed the caretaker also, along with the elephant. After finishing the killing of both the caretaker and the elephant, Krishna took the ivory tusk on his shoulder, and being decorated with drops of perspiration on his face and sprinkled by the blood of the elephant, he was looking very beautiful and began to proceed towards the wrestling camp. Lord Balaram also took another tusk of the elephant on his shoulder, and accompanied by the cowherd's boy friends, both of them entered the arena of wrestling. Next paragraph. When Krishna was entering the arena of wrestling camp along with Balaram and his cowherd's friends, he appeared to the different people in different humor. Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure and all kinds of humor, both favorable and unfavorable. He appeared to the wrestlers present there exactly like thunderbolt. To the ordinary people in general, he appeared to be the most beautiful personality. To the females, he appeared to be the most attractive male, increasing their lust as if the Cupid personified. The cowherdsmen who were present there looked upon Krishna as their own kinsman coming from the same village of Vrindavan. The dishonest Kshatriya kings who were present there saw him as if the strongest ruler for themselves, and to the parents of Krishna, Nanda, Jashoda, he appeared to be the most loving child. To Kansa, the king of the Bhoja dynasty, he appeared as if death personified. To the less intelligent persons present there, he appeared to be incapable personality. The yogis who are present in the arena, he appeared to be the supreme soul. To the members of the Vishnu dynasty, he appeared to be the most celebrated descendant. In this way, appreciated by different kinds of men present there, Krishna entered the arena of wrestling place along with Balaram and his cowherd boyfriend. Kansa, after understanding that Krishna had already killed the elephant of the name Kuvalaya, could know that Krishna was formidable, and thus he became very much afraid of him for his life. Both Krishna and Balaram had long hands and beautifully dressed, and therefore both of them were attracting all the people assembled there. Krishna and Balaram were so nicely dressed as if they are to act on the dramatic